Okay, so this first one is titled Grandmother Visited My Mother Upon Her Sudden Passing.
Okay, now I'm gonna have to really work on not inappropriate reactions. All right, continue. Uh, who visited who on their sudden passing?
Grandmother visited my mother upon her sudden passing.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Today's the yeah. It's an interesting one. It's not necessarily a scary one. This one's just really interesting.
Yeah.
So, today's the 8th anniversary of my grandmother's death, and I was talking to my mother about her this afternoon, and she told me again about a personal experience she had the night my grandmother died. That night, my mother was on the phone to my brother around 9:30, 10 p.m. And they just happened to be talking about my grandmother and the family dynamic, which was a cause of decades of issues. After finishing their conversation, my mother said she went to use the toilet before going to bed and went to use the one on the other side of the kitchen. She said the kitchen light was off, and as she walked past the window, she said there was a very bright light emanating from outside. She stopped to look and opened the kitchen curtain, and she said that she saw what looked like a half moon shaped light by the back fence that was as bright as a full moon. She said she looked at it for a few moments, and after feeling frightened, she closed the curtains and went to use the toilet. She said she didn't look again on the way back as she was scared, but then went to bed. The next day at lunchtime, she received the call that her mother passed away the night before at approximately 9:30, 10 p.m. My mother would never lie or make something like this up, and she firmly believes this was her mother visiting her to say goodbye.
Do you know, I've heard a lot of stories that are similar to that, and I think it's them right before they pass on just coming by and saying goodbye or just getting to see their family one last time.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I don't see any reason to not believe it. And I do believe that they do stop by on their way to.
Yeah. I've heard quite a few different stories similar to that, and if I'm not mistaken, oh no, I'm not going to air other people's laundry. That's a story for you to tell. I almost said something. I don't know if he wants people knowing that.
If it's the one I'm thinking it is, I don't remember if we left it in that other video. Because
No,
didn't I tell you?
We didn't talk about this one. I'm talking about the one where, um, do you mind if I tell you? It's about one of your family members passing. Oh wait, no,
Yeah, I
you're
mean,
right. Actually, we did talk about this because it was in the car. Yeah,
yeah,
it's the same one. I know where I'm at. I know where I'm at.
yeah. I'm like,
Madison says, "OMG, so creepy." How creepy? Sorry, misquoting over here. My bad.
yeah. I mean, there's some. I've got some other stories here. Dante, sorry.
Oh, did you hear the door? I'm
Uh
sorry.
huh.
It's because the bathroom door's right there, and that's he probably just went to the bathroom. I didn't even see him.
Mm-hmm.
I just heard the creaking of the door, so like I turned. It's great, right? Anyway, do we want to talk about any experiences like that? Because I didn't exactly, with either one of my parents, I didn't have that experience. But then again, mom never was one for grand shows, and I might have had an experience like that with Dad, but it is not wholesome, and we're not something we should probably
We're
talk
not
about
talking about
online.
that. We're not talking about that. Yes, we do have some of those stories, but like she said, those aren't for online.
Well, no, did I not the I know what you're thinking of. Did I not tell you about when I was at work? Like, okay, so I'm just gonna tell it anyway. So when I was at work that day, literally the first time in like 10 years, for some weird reason, we brought up the song "Orphan Tears" at work, and started talking about it and how much we enjoyed it. And then I find out later that day that my dad had passed and I was officially an orphan. I can laugh about it now. It was not funny at the time, but I can laugh about it now.
That's so bad.
Yeah, no, what was worse is the fact that I had to call my coworker that I was talking to about that and be like, hey, my dad just passed away. So about orphan tears.
Oh my god.
Okay, listen, we all deal with death differently, the grief and all that.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Speaking of, by the way, that video that I posted on TikTok and YouTube, the one with the dragonfly.
Yeah.
And the orb, you do know that was during the time we were talking about Mom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I just wanted to remind you of that because Mom had a thing for me and dragonflies. She always got me like dragonfly themed curtains. I had these dragonfly fairy lights in my room. Like that was her thing for me, and then for that dragonfly to fly off and then to have that orb that went around my head. Like,
yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
People can believe
it. I thought about it.
I feel like that was very much.
Yeah. I would agree with you. Didn't I make the statement, and maybe it wasn't that video, but didn't we feel her there one time?
Yeah, that was that video. Something was said on the Alice box, and we both went,
yeah,
Mom?
Yeah. It's like you tie all that in together, and yeah. So
anyway, you want to move on to the next story? Or do you want to tell stories about your weird passing relatives saying goodbye? I don't know if you have any other ones.
Next story. No, I've just got the one.
Just the one?
Yeah.
That's fair. So, you remember me making the statement in our last one that about the creeping and the watching from the window? For the live, Chris, for sitting there not clicking on it, but sitting there and watching through the preview window?
Yeah.
We have 51 likes on this live already.
Nice.
Yeah.
Because we're hilarious.
I mean, not wrong. I also enjoy just talking a lot. I talk a lot.
Well,
so much.
I didn't want to say anything, Amber, but this is secretly an intervention.
Madison says she gave us the 51 likes, so I didn't know you could like the video more than once. That's cool.
It's because we're hilarious. Okay, you ready for this next one?
I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm trying so hard to keep eye contact with the camera and not look at our faces. It's extremely difficult.
This is only the second time I've succeeded. I stare at the monitor.
Yeah, that's what I stare at too, but I'm like, people like to make eye contact, so I need to make eye contact with the camera. But my mom always taught me to look at people's faces when you're talking to them. Anyway, read. Madison says she's got to go by.
Okay, bye. Thank you for coming.
Easy bye. Thank you for stopping by. All right, next one.
Okay. When I was a teen, I woke up in the middle of the night to the sound of my door opening. I turned and looked, and a door was opening with light shining through. However, the door that opened doesn't exist. It would have just led to outside on the second floor. As the door opened, a woman that looked like my mother, wearing a white nightgown, walked through and closed the door behind her. I began to sit up and started saying, "Mom," but she didn't respond. She walked up to the side of my bed, looked down at me, and tilted her head a little sideways. And then, within a second or two, she gradually and completely faded away. I immediately hung my legs off the side of the bed to get up to turn the lights on, but before I stood up, I glanced to my right, and there was a shadow figure sitting on the bed right next to me. I freaked out and punched it, but right when it would have hit it, it disappeared and I hit the wall. I immediately turned the lights on and went and got my mom to tell her what had happened and check if it was somehow her. And we talked about it for a while before I went back to bed. The next day, I told my stepmom about it. Sorry, they phrased that weird. The next day, I told my stepmom about it. My mom's wife, who has had many problems with ghosts and sleep paralysis her whole life. She told me the night before my experience, she had a sleep paralysis episode and saw what looked like my mom sitting in a chair in their room, just staring with her head tilted. And the night of my experience, she told the ghost not to mess with her that night. For the most part, my experience seems like a pretty average full-on ghost experience, but I haven't heard anyone say something about a door opening that doesn't exist, and was wondering if anyone has had a similar experience ever.
I feel like that could be multiple things.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can't 100% put my finger on what it could be. Part of me feels like ancestral.
That would be my guess.
Or I mean it
Like,
could
it's hard to say.
just be the spirit screwing with her cuz they can take on different forms. You good over there, Chris? What's happening? Everything all right? Is your
Give me a
haunted
second.
computer room having issues? Goodbye now. Goodbye.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay. I had a weird pop up that says no sound detected. Check your audio. I think it's just because we weren't talking for a hot second. And it was just
probably.
silent.
Probably, yeah.
So what was that, Chris?
I heard a. It's hard to say because it was like a tapping, but a knocking. You know the sound a door makes when it clicks, but it's a solid click?
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Again, how is your haunted computer room treating you today?
And that's mainly why I looked at my door first, but I'm like, no, I shut my door before I started this live.
My
If
door's right
Isaiah
there.
needed me, he'd text me.
My door's right there. I can see it.
And I couldn't find anything that looks like it's fallen or is out of place. It was weird.
That sounds weird.
Anyways.
But anyway, back to the story at hand. I mean, it could just be the spirit screwing with them and taking on the form of somebody else. I mean, with the shadow spirit, they're sitting next to him. That's what makes me go, If it was just a woman going up and just sitting there watching, it very easily could be ancestral. It could be like a great, 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 great grandmother that's just stopping in to be like, hello. And she just happens to take after the mom. Well, not her take after the mom. Mom happens to take after her, like, super well.
Yeah. No, I think we're pretty much on the same page.
Okay.
I agree.
Wonderful.
The thing, like you said, the thing that makes me go, is that shadow spirit afterwards.
Yeah, that's the only thing that makes me be like, what could that be? But that sounds an awful lot like sleep paralysis, but he had already sat up.
Yeah,
Yeah, so they could just have a trickster in their midst.
they happen, and they're usually passing on through.
Yeah, but that one sounds like it's sticking around. If it's been
Sounds
messing
like
with
it's
the other one.
bouncing between family members.
I know, but they should also, if I'm the way it sounded, they're all in the same house because the mom remarried another woman. That's the stepmother.
Yeah.
That's what that sounds like. And if she keeps having problems with ghosts, it sounds like either she has an attachment or it could be a passing spirit. Who knows? This is why we ask questions and we discuss these things.
Mm-hmm. Also, why we try it to get some information during investigations.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I get it. So apparently, I did this one. This one's long enough. I actually had to do just a miniature recording of it. So bear with me.
A TLDR?
What?
A TLDR? Have you not read enough Reddit stories to get the bottom that says TLDR? It's like a take the story, turn it into 2 sentences. It's like 7 pages. The TLDR is, I went and did this, and this happened. Am I the asshole?
Oh, please. No, there's nothing like that here.
Jeopardy?
Okay. Nope, we're just going to read it. You ready?
Is it long?
Ish.
Okay, I'm good. I'm ready.
I can. Okay. I'm trying to decide how to say this word. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. The live will just get it if anybody's watching. And you can just bleep the word or something if you need to for YouTube. You look nervous.
That's because I have words for like all of the words. Like there's unalive, slewer slide, grape. What are we going for?
Actually, I liked the sewer slide.
Slewer, yeah, sewer slide? Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay.
I'm assuming that's the word.
Uh-huh. All right, so the title of the story. I'm going to stumble over this word.
Slewer slide.
I was sewer slidal and saw something that stopped me cold. Still can't explain it.
Sewer slide.
That's why I
Good
paused
job.
for a second. I'm like, wait, I need to focus on this word.
Good job. All right, continue. Okay.
All right.
Stopped you cold. We are serious.
I've been sitting on this for a while. I haven't told anyone about this because it sounds effing crazy, but it's stuck with me for months. and I need to get it out. If anyone else has experienced something like this in Texas, especially Central Texas, I'd really like to hear about it. Sorry, I lost my spot for a second. The print's really small. I'm sorry.
No, so we have ghost whispering in the background that said self-deletion. Ending life subscription.
Oh, God. All right. Way back in September,
Okay.
I was going through severe depression and was very suicidal. I came up with a plan to unalive myself, which was to jump off of a water tower. When the time came, I snuck out of the house around 1 a.m. and began my 25 to 30-minute walk to the tower. Now, my original plan was to climb the water tower. When I got there, I noticed a radio tower pretty close by and thought, yeah, this will unalive me for sure. To get to the tower, I would have had to cross this field with an abandoned building off to the side. It looked like it was made out of shipping containers. I wasn't really focused on the building, just heading toward the tower. That's when I saw something that made me stop dead in my tracks. On the far side of the building, something was peeking around the corner, just the upper half of its body. I only saw it for a split second, but it was tall, at least 8 feet, and completely white, and not shaped like any animal I've seen before. It was fast. As soon as it realized I'd noticed it, it turned and bolted. The speed it moved with wasn't normal. It was almost like it wasn't bound by the same laws of physics. Like it was too big to be that fast. Too smooth in the way it moved. It was too uncanny. And then there's an edit here that says, I also want to point out, because this was an important detail I left out, that I did hear the grass rustle when it ran off. As if seeing this thing wasn't scary enough, just hearing the grass rustle for a moment made the experience that much more terrifying. This could have been an auditory or visual hallucination, but I have no concrete answer. 1 second. Now, I just want to clarify to everyone that I have never been much of a spiritual or religious person. Up until that point, I have always followed logic and reasoning. So when I saw that creature, I immediately began thinking of reasonable explanations. At first, I thought, was that a cow? Because I had heard mooing in the fields. So I assumed that was what I saw, that what I saw had to be a cow. But when I got far enough to see that the area around the building, I saw that the cows were all fenced in far away. There was nothing else around, and I mean, there's no way a cow could stand on its legs like that and move at the speed it did. What really messed me up wasn't just the sight of it, it was how I felt. The wave of dread that hit me was overwhelming. Not like normal fear, it felt primal, like something inside me knew I had to get out of there immediately. And here's the weird part. I went there planning to be unalived. But after seeing that thing, I didn't want to be unalived anymore. I was absolutely effing terrified. I've never seen something like this before in my life. I don't have any history of hallucinations, and I wasn't under the influence of any drugs. What I saw was absolutely real.
It sounds like George.
it does. That was my thought too. Either that or its cousin, the Wendigo,
Oh.
or the rake. I didn't think about the rake. Did you just clap?
Me? Or are you talking?
Yes, you.
No, I laughed. I giggled. I teased.
Girl,
You're having
give me a
night
second.
today, aren't you? Sorry, he's running off again because he keeps hearing noises in his haunted game room. Haunted office. Anyway, my opinion. By the way, George is a code word for the Walker of the Skins. Cause yeah. So when we talk about George, that's what we're talking about. But I do think it could be Wendigo, could be Rake, could be a bunch of other things. Oh, you kept your headphones on, so you got to listen to me ramble because you're gone, and I don't want our audience to be like, oh, they're just not talking. But anyway. Oh yeah, a flesh pedestrian, if you will.
Yeah.
The peanut gallery keeps texting me because he's listening to us. He's just putting his little 2 cents in.
Uh-huh.
But anyway, the fact that it moved with inhuman speed is the reason I was thinking of George instead of a Wendigo. Like,
yeah.
And honestly, I'm not 100% sure that I believe in the rake because it was technically like a creepypasta.
Yeah.
So
there is a lot being explored in that. When it comes to paranormal activity, there is a lot that's being explored on, is it possible we're creating
Oh, you mean like the
these
supernatural
entities?
episode about the power of everybody believing in something and it being real?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
It's mental manipulation. I think it's a thing.
Yeah.
I think it absolutely could be a thing.
Yeah.
I think that if enough people believed hard enough, they could change the world. They could change a lot of things. But
we weren't looking for the beauty pageant answer.
And the way it came out, it was not 100% not the way I meant for it to go out.
That didn't even sound like you. That was creepy.
You're just having a night all the way around, aren't you?
Me?
Yeah, you're over there hearing noises, and now I'm like, if enough people believe hard enough, they can change the world.
Everyone around me is haunted or possessed.
Oh, but anyway.
I cannot hear you, Amber.
Can you hear me now?
I cannot hear you.
My mic says it's going off.
Well then, I'm probably the drama.
You're always the drama. Well, of course you're the drama. You have wireless headphones over there. I'm plugged in. Can you hear me now?
I can, yeah. And my headphone batteries are still at 80%, by the way.
What'd you do?
Did you hear any of that?
Yes, I heard you. I heard you just fine. Just like you probably didn't hear me over here being like, well, of course you're the drama with your wireless headphones. over here, I'm plugged in.
Mm-hmm. But no, my battery on my headphones is still, oh my God, 80%.
Right?
I forgot I can take this off.
I mean, technically I could disconnect mine from its stand, but I like it on its stand. It's very nice. And I can lean in, and we can get really SMR. SMAR.
No, but now I'm holding a globe. I'm just sitting here like this.
Right? But yes. Excuse me. Flesh pedestrian.
So,
Wendigo. Possibly the rake if we believe in the everybody believing in something can manifest it. Because it started off as a creepypasta, and then people just started coming forward, being like, "I've seen that."
Wasn't he always kind of just based on the other two anyway?
Yeah, kind of. But then he has his own lore about how he'll come into your home, and that once you see him, you can never escape him. He will find you and he will kill you.
Yeah. Forgot about that part about him.
Yeah. Tell Isaiah he's
Considering this,
just left.
yeah, he's on mine. It's definitely a creepy one. But then again, for me it does get really creepy when it starts dealing in cryptids.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
And like demons, spirits, poltergeists, those I know how to deal with. Things that can reach out and slice me, I don't know how to handle those.
Physical entities are your stopping point, which is sad because I want to go cryptid hunting, and I'm like, let's go look for the werewolves up in Provo Canyon. You're like, no.
No. I don't do cryptids.
I'm like, but
maybe one day.
There might be Bigfoot, and you're like, no.
No.
But then again, it's because we live in Utah, which is home of the Walkers of the Skin, or George.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You don't go playing with the things in the woods at night.
It's almost as bad as the Appalachians.
We're probably in like top 3.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Almost. It's not there. Not by a minute, but it's trying to catch up. It's like
True.
that freaking video that I sent about natural selection. Like, listen, it doesn't matter if there's a cryptid out there or not. You're gonna be lunched for something else. Don't go running into the forest at night by yourself, playing basic white girl music. Don't do it. Please don't do it.
Sorry, says the basic white girl.
Whose friend messaged me that TikTok as well and went, "Let's do it." And I was like, yeah. Hey, there'll be 2 of us at least, okay? It's not one. One will be alone.
No.
Right? By the way, the closer my trip to Tennessee comes, the more nervous I'm getting going by myself. I'm getting uncomfortable about it, Chris. I really am.
So don't wait for me. I'm big on following your gut. If something's genuinely telling you no.
No, it's not the trip itself. It's the fact that I don't like being alone and separated and in a state without any of my family or friends or anybody that I really trust. Like, I have to go. It's I have to. I don't have a choice. I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna make sure I have fun. But it's like I was talking to Matt about it, and I was like, the second that I'm in my hotel room and I'm alone, I'm just gonna start crying.
I get that.
It's the separation.
It'll be good for you, though.
I have separation anxiety. I'm a golden retriever. Don't leave me behind. Don't send me places without you either. No, but 100%
It'll be
we
good
do need
for
to
you.
make a trip, me and you, going someplace like Tennessee or... Ooh, isn't it Colorado that has the Stanley Hotel that's only like a 6-hour drive from here?
Yeah. We need to go do that one, too.
We need to go.
There's a lot of places we need to go. You want to know the problem? We need to make it big.
I know. We need the money.
Or at least.
Money or sponsorships. Please and thank you.
We need something.
Right. By the way, that San Haven Sanatorium that the guy on our video was talking about is in South Dakota. And it is owned by the Native Americans there.
Oh.
Yeah. I read that.
Interesting.
No wonder it's a little sketchy. Don't do that. Don't mess with that.
I think it sounds like fun.
because you have like an insider over here.
Yep. I mean, it's rumored that I've got a drop.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pale as I am because I'm Cherokee and Irish. That Irish just washed it all. It was all like, any tan you might have, go. I tan a little bit. A little bit. You can't see it on the screen. What is... What is that? What is that?
Looks like a gnarly bruise.
It's not. It is orange. I feel like it's something from work.
Is it Cheetos?
No, I kept getting it on my hands too. It was like this yellowy orange liquid, and I don't know if like a pin exploded or if grease was poured somewhere because that's what it reminded me of. But it was like everywhere, and now I found out I stuck my damn elbow in it. Is it on this side too? No, we're good. It's just the left one. That's gross. I'll scrub that off tonight. I'm gonna be sitting there with the rag like. But anyway, it's okay. I just tried to kill him with my humor.
I'm about to pass out.
That's because I'm funny.
What funny?
And that's
funny looking.
I was gonna say that's where that sentence is staying. But anyway. Yeah, so that one's in the sanatorium that the guy was talking about is in South Dakota. We want to go to Colorado to go to the
The what?
Listen, I just said it just a minute ago, and it jumped out my ear and ran. I can see the front of the building. The Stanley Hotel.
The Stanley?
Okay, listen, my brain went, no, Stanley is the guy who wrote the comics. And I went... I like gaslit myself into thinking that wasn't the name of that place.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Oh, hey. I'm gonna show some of my new toys. Might as well. We're on live. I got the cat balls finally.
There you go.
Ta-da! Yeah, they have a little button. I didn't know that. So turn it on, and then when you touch it, it goes off. And then you can turn it off, and it can, so you don't waste the battery. I thought that was pretty cool.
Nice, I love it.
They're pronounced the same way! Stanley and Stan Lee. The only difference is you're putting a pause. We're being criticized over here. I don't even know who. I just saw it on the thing.
Well, you are. Nice. That'll be good.
This thing is bright.
It goes dead.
I'm trying to get it
It's like, nope, nothing going on here.
Ah, there it goes. I'm trying to get it to pick up the electrical from the actual, like, electrical things we have over here. I got it to light up to almost a level 5 on something. I don't remember what it was. I'm not pulling out the laser pointer because that thing can probably break my camera. We're not doing that. Oh, wait, actually, I can't do that. I can. No, watch. First off, look how freaking cute. It looks just like the one for Phasmophobia. Completely.
Yeah.
I am so excited. The only issue is you have to continuously hold it down.
Yeah,
I gotta figure out a way to make it like hold down on its own so I can set it up somewhere like the Phasmophobia one and just have it project. I don't want to hold it the whole time. Yeah. And then the last part. Don't you be lighting up in there without me touching you. No touchy, more touchy. Alright, and then
I've got this.
Isaiah's spamming the like button on ours. I just keep watching the hearts float up. Okay. The last, but not least, I have like 30 of these. Okay. By the way, I am so disappointed because when it said multicolor, I thought it came in multicolors. No, it does this. Yeah.
Gotcha.
As cute as that is, I was hoping for multicolors for question asking and answers and things like that. But what you can do
Mm-hmm.
is like gently put it right on the edge, and then it'll turn on its own. And
Nice.
there it goes. Okay. So, I had these, and I was playing with them, and then I turned them all off, and then I opened my container, and one of them was just sitting there on, like a few days later, half dead. It was like, I'm dying. I'm like, why the fuck did you turn yourself back on, you dumbass? Yeah, anyway, but I have 6 of these bad boys, so we can layer them around. This
Nice.
is my little arsenal I'm taking with me. I also have this.
Ooh, it's a UV.
Yes, it
You're
is.
going full Phasmo.
I am. And the thing is that when I was looking into like things for ghost hunting, and that was one of them, I went, "Are we looking for fingies?"
Mm-hmm.
And Matt looked at me and went, "Yeah," and I went, "I don't think I have ever seen blacklight evidence actually found.
Not that I'm
So
aware of.
maybe we'll be the first."
I like it.
Just saying.
I'm in.
Yes. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna use a little black light. I'm gonna go bing. Yeah, I made the mistake of shining it on my floor after I had painted my walls with a little bit of the UV glow stuff, and I went, "Oh no," because there were speckles all over my floor.
Oh, no.
Speckles of
I love
paint.
that.
Right.
All right, I've got one more story.
All right, tell us the story. Let's go. I want to hear it.
All right. So it says thoughts and opinions.
Hi.
So I was.
Hang on. Sanders says hi. Say hi.
Hi.
All right. Continue.
Hello.
Sorry. Continue your story.
All right. So I was sitting on the bed today with my girlfriend and my dog at the foot of the bed on the floor. I hear a child's voice say, "Daddy." And we both look at each other and say, "Did you hear that?" My dog, alerted, waking up, looking around. Side note, I do have a 5-year-old daughter, but she was at her mom's 2 hours away. She told me to go check it out, so I walked to her room and said, "Hey," child's name, and immediately was covered in cold chills, but saw nothing and checked the whole house, but it was empty. Now, fast forward to a few hours later, and my girlfriend steps outside to make a phone call to her work. And I run upstairs to grab my dog's leash to take him on a walk. But I get about halfway up the stairs, which I can see into the master bedroom with the bathroom connected to the left, and I see clear as day a little girl peeking around the door, looking at me, but she doesn't look normal, if that makes sense. I immediately said, "F that," nearly tripped over myself running back down the stairs. After that, a few hours go by, and me and my girlfriend are back in bed talking, and our dresser has a large mirror above it that's directly in front of the door, which is straight down the hallway to the rest of the rooms. And I see a white figure. No distinct characteristics at all, just something white. Not glowing, not orb-like, but larger white figure turn the corner in the hallway. We later went and checked the whole house again, and nothing out of the ordinary. Is this common? Thoughts? I feel like since I went to investigate and said hello, pretending to talk to it the first time to see if it showed itself, I invited something in. I know you're not supposed to answer, but I have also went ghost hunting in the past centuries, etc., and found that it's very real. So just curious what others think.
Okay, so I agree with the person in the comments. Hell no. F that. Absolutely not. Um, Mirror over the bed, not a good idea, especially facing a doorway. This
Yeah.
one made me so uncomfortable. I actually was starting to like look behind me in the camera to make sure that something wasn't behind me.
Right? This
Yeah,
one was weird.
yeah. And Sandra says, sounds like they woke something up, which honestly, I agree. I think either that or something stopped by and because he answered it, decided it wanted to stay. But small children spirits are like usually one of two things. They're either a cherub or a demon. Those I've never seen good entities mimic a child unless it's an actual child who has passed. But if this is something that's new there, that is definitely not a lingering spirit. And the story felt icky.
Yeah. That's why I included this one because it just leaves you feeling kind of gross.
Yeah. They say I don't think he brought something, but something was there and he peed it off.
Yeah. Things do go dormant.
Yeah. That is true. But what do you think about the white entity that he saw through the mirror? Like that was something
And
completely different.
in my experience, well, no, I can't say that because women in white, but
Yeah.
because he said this one was it wasn't a figure. It didn't look like anything, but it wasn't small either. I
Yeah.
mean,
I wonder if he was seeing a doorway.
it was my thought some sort of a rip or a tear or just a shimmer. I don't know.
Because I mean, if he woke,
Because apparently it
yeah, or
moved
like
and
a
it didn't he
portal.
say it moved
Yeah.
and turned a corner?
I'm gonna be 1,000% with you. I was half paying attention behind me at that point, so I can't remember if it left or moved in any way. I just know that it made me feel like it was like an opening a portal or something that the thing had come
Right?
through. Me too. Like, oh my god, there's my child. Like it scared the crap out of me. That was my son Dante. Oh no, literally the comment because I was paying attention behind me. I felt like something was standing there, and I kept looking in the camera, but I couldn't see anything. That's why I looked over my shoulder. And she was making the statement that they were really focused on what was behind me. I don't um and like I agree. And then like right when I went to say that, like I see a figure. It's Dante going to head to the bathroom. I am so sorry. I can't see your picture very well. Sanders is a guy. I apologize. That's why I was trying not to do genders. I was just talking, saying they, but and so like yeah, no, right behind me. I was terrified that there was going to be something just appearing behind me during that story. I didn't like that story. It gave me the creebies. Give me the EBGBs. Right?
Yeah,
At
it was
least
a
you
weird
have a
one.
wall
This
behind
one,
you. You have a doorway. Chris, you have a mutual friend with Sanders.
yeah, if I remember right, it's Jen.
Jen, yes, you were right. I'm just, I don't know. Wait, I'm friends with Jen. Not on this account. I'm on our joint account right now. I am the host. I don't have my personal channel on here. But yeah, I follow Jen too. You need to. Oh, yes! I would love to hear your mimic story. That would be awesome. He says he's going to submit his mimic story. Or he needs to. And I agree 100%. I would love a mimic story.
Yes,
Yeah.
I do agree.
Yeah, honestly, that part on the bed where they were when they looked at each other and was like, "Did you hear that?" It reminded me of that Hellhound story again. But I mean, we've told that story so many times; it's probably getting old.
Probably.
He says, "I'll
Sorry.
go hop on
Uh,
and tell you." What are we hopping on?
but I'm having technical difficulties.
Are you good?
I forgot to wiggle my mouse, and now the live is saying I have another minute, 45 seconds to enter this audio code, or it's going to shut the live down.
Oh, right. Do you want me to invite you to the live? I'm co-hosting. I can send you an invite. You can jump on with us and tell us all the story of the mimic.
It worked. I'm back.
Okay. I'm gonna send your friend a co-host, sending the friend request to join. You know what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, Chris, you know this better than I do. It says that he is offline. So, does he have to go live and then I send him the invite?
I don't know how this works. I don't
It's the
know.
same way it works for you when I said you have to be online, and I can send you a um. Hang on. Hang on. We're playing games. Let's see if I can get this.
Mhm.
Accept. By accepting guest requests, you will disconnect from co-host and go live with guests. Okay, we're gonna try this. Let's see what happens. Right?
How about now?
Yes, but we can't. We can hear you, but we can't see you. It is okay. It is okay. Anyway, let's get stories because we are past our hour mark and we should be wrapping it up here soon because we promised not to do another 2 hour live.
All right. I will make it quick
Okay.
because I have to go to work. So,
Perfect. I want to hear the mimic story though.
okay. So this is my second time experiencing a mimic. The first time is shortly after me and my husband met. But the most recent time is last May. I bought a house in a new town. Me and him moved like 6 hours away, and he was working first shift. I was working third shift. So I was home alone, and I was sick, and I was in our front living room, and I woke up out of a dead sleep, and I felt a presence in our hallway, and I heard my name from his voice. So I opened my eyes. I felt kind of weird. The energy in the room and the house just shifted. It was super dark. And I looked towards the hallway, and there was my husband in his work outfit, just staring at me, not saying a word, not moving, just staring at me. His facial features changed. Like it wasn't, I could tell it was not him. Something was up. So I was like, babe, why are you home? He doesn't say anything. So then I roll over because I'm creeped out, and I fall back to sleep. I wake up and I hear our garage door, our laundry room door, our front door all open. I open my eyes and he's home. And I'm like, hey, did you come home at all last night? And he was like, no. Why? I told him what had happened, and he was like, no, I have proof. You can text people that I was, at work, that I was at work. So I had the next day off, and he had the next day off. I was on one part of the house, and he was on the other. And he heard me yelling for him to come to my side of the room, or my side of the house. So he texts me and he's like, what do you need? Nothing. I'm just chilling. Why? You yelled for me. No, I did not. So I get out of the room, I walk towards him, and I can hear myself yell for him.
Oh, hell no.
And I'm standing in the kitchen, and he just looks at me like, "Are you hearing this?"
That's so scary.
Yeah, that's really creepy.
Yep.
No, 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 I don't like that. I don't like it when they mimic people that you know in your own house. No. No.
Well,
Right?
well, tying in to the mirror in the last story, the mimic behind the mimic was a mirror that we were gifted. Now
That's weird.
that mirror is in our foyer, and I have not hung it up because that mirror has very strange vibes attached to it.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that mirror hasn't found its way into the trash can.
Do you want to be really creeped out?
Yes, I do.
It has gone in the trash can, and it's still in my house.
Oh.
Oh no. No. See, you were gifted it because the only way to get rid of it is to gift it. You gotta wrap that sucker up and give it to somebody else. Be like, here, surprise, mimic mirror. No.
Yeah, and if you cover it with cloth or anything, like weird crap happens. So I just leave it uncovered.
Now, Chris, what lesson do we learn from this? Don't accept mirrors from anybody. Nobody.
And play with all the mirrors.
You would. You'd get it, and then you just stick it in a room, and you'd be like, "This is the mirror room."
And I would set all of my dolls in the same room.
Oh my god!
If you do that, remind me never to come to your house.
Have you seen his haunted doll? His haunted clown doll?
No, I have not, and I would rather not. Yeah.
It plays a part in our Mercer video on YouTube.
Yeah, if you go watch
I will skip that one.
I was gonna say if you watch our TikToks, the purple TikTok that's the 3 dolls sitting down, the middle one is his. He brought the cursed haunted doll to Mercer Cemetery with us. Tell her I don't mean that in a rude way, and I love her very much.
Yeah.
Okay, just to protect myself, I guess I will watch it. But
She's not that scary. She just likes attention.
oh, so she's a doll embodiment of Jen. Got it.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
She's only mean when you're mean to her, which is why I said tell her that I did not mean that in any sort of rude way. She can stay with Chris. That's perfectly fine. I will live half a state away from her. I appreciate that very much. Yep.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, as far as... I mean, are you still living in that same house?
I am. And things have happened after that. I feel like the
whole house just needs to be thrown away?
the whole house needs to be thrown away. Even Jen, when we first moved in, she was like, you need to get sage. You need to sage the home. Me and her have found some history with the house. I've done some EVPs in the house. There's some names that have been thrown out, some dates that have been thrown out that historically confirm some things. Cabinets in the kitchen, they will open by themselves. You'll hear footsteps. The lights will go on. Our security camera will go on with just like shadows on the front porch.
Yeah, what you need is Palo Santo.
I got some of that if you want to borrow it.
Girl, okay, all right. But yes, I thank you for letting me join the live and share my experience. but I
Thank
have to
you for
learn
joining
more.
the live and sharing your experience. Do you mind, because I am recording this, I am planning on putting it on YouTube. Is that okay for you?
Have at it.
Wonderful. I ask permission because you are part of it now. So,
Have at it, because I feel like a lot of people don't fully understand mimics. They're something that really aren't talked about enough.
Yeah, I agree.
So I feel like the more people talk about them, the more we're aware. So
yes.
Oh, I agree completely.
Mimics are not the same thing as a doppelganger.
no, they are not.
And that's another
No,
thing
very
people need to
different.
understand, that mimics are not doppelgangers. They're a mimic. They like to mimic people you know or people you don't know.
To lure you
Or
in.
you.
Or yeah, or you. They can even mimic you.
Yeah. And the fact that, you know,
Creepy.
the fact that you could go about your life and you don't know if you are interacting with a mimic or if you're interacting with a non-mimic.
Yeah.
Yep.
The creepy things that you have to deal with in your life when you open your third eye to the world.
Yes. I am also a paranormal investigator as well. So
Oh,
I
nice.
Very
I am
fun.
open to that. Yes. Yeah.
I love that.
Well, thank you guys so much.
Anyway.
Heading to work now, but
Yeah,
All right.
we got
It
to
was
get
good
wrapped up
talking.
too. I got my friend messaging me being like, "So, we jumping on peak?" And I'm like, "Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Almost done."
well, you guys have a wonderful night.
You too. Thank you for
You have
joining
a good night,
us.
too.
Welcome. Bye.
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 Okay. Before we
had to-
wrap it up, what?
Because I moved to my phone, my live is it's on my phone right now, so
All right. Well, I
can
mean, I was just gonna wrap it up at this point because it's been an hour and 20 minutes. We're officially at 8:57. So we are like 15 minutes past the time that we originally were going to be getting off. Oh my god, look, it's a little Chris face. It's itty bitty. Can I move you? No, but I can move the background. That was not what I meant to do.
I'm trying to angle myself now.
Ooh. But anyway, you should consider inviting him onto one of our investigations sometime if he lives in Utah. I don't know if he lives in Utah. I didn't ask.
I don't remember that. I forgot to ask because I'd be totally down to do a collaboration, whatever.
Yeah. So yeah, no, absolutely. But we are going to be wrapping it up. We got to get going. They're still
Yep.
technically in the live, so if you want to collab sometime, we are open. Here, there, everywhere. Join forces to go do the ghost of hunts. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anyway, are we ready to call it a night? And
Yep,
we'll be
I
back
think we're
again
ready.
next Friday.
Mm-hmm. That's the
Wonderful.
plan.
Fact. All right. Well, it's been real. We've had a great time. We will catch everybody on the flip side as soon as I figure out how to end the live. I can't find the button. There it
You're
is.
forever
Okay,
live.
anyway.
You will
Come-
never leave.
I was gonna say, I was like, I can't find the end live button. Anyway, so again, it's been fun. We had a great time. We are,
Thank you for having us.
yeah. Thank you guys for dropping in, saying hi. And the 506 likes, that was like mostly Isaiah just spamming the button. But this one went better than the last one, and I feel like it's just gonna get better from here. So,
I agree.
all right, we're out. Bye.
Bye.